I got Ollie here with me, and
Hello, everyone.
how's it going? Let's, JZ27, what's going on? And it being 9/11, one of the most horrible days that we've had in our history. Um, a lot has gone on. Think back 9/11 and before it, how carefree things were, and look at it now. I mean, we had some major changes before the live stream started. There was 12 dislikes. What is wrong with you people? Jamie, I know. I know where those dislikes come from. Believe it or not, yesterday when I posted it, it wasn't 10 minutes and I had one dislike. I couldn't believe it. See, like that, wouldn't even worry about it. Mandy,
Hey, Mandy.
yes, she's not a blow up doll. She does speak.
Oh, I can talk.
Who's the missus next to you? That is Miss Ollie Woods.
Hey, guys. Doug and I have been friends for 32, 33 years. We've been friends for a long time. He's more like my brother, other than a friend.
Yeah, I met you when I was dating Lisa.
Uh huh.
Yeah. Life in Maine. How's it going? But getting back to 9/11, what changes have y'all seen that you know about over the last 18 years that we didn't have to deal with before? And I'm sure there's a list of them.
There's a whole lot of stuff that's different now, thanks to 9/11.
Yeah.
But, I was thinking about it today. The main thing that stands out in my mind is when 9/11 happened, just how all Americans just came together as one. That was just awesome. We were there to help each other. We was there to pray for each other. We was there to do stuff for each other. I mean, we united as a whole, and that was the most awesome part. If there was any awesome part about it, that was the most awesome part.
That was the only good thing that came out of it.
Right.
The only thing. Okay, the real king. What are you trying to say? Border flying, postal service schools, Civil War time? I wouldn't go as far as Civil War time. Um,
Yeah, airport security has changed a whole lot.
well, I mean, before, I mean, security was done by each individual airport. Now it's done by the, was it TSA?
Yeah.
And I mean, it's still, if they don't get their heads out of their ass half the time, they're still a bunch of goof offs, but it seems like they're getting the job done. I mean, if you ever been to the Ports Authority going through customs, same thing. Do y'all feel 9/11, the old history of racism, symbolism, seems to be more issue as part of American history? 20 more years, they'll be wanting to take the statues and the walls down that they've been putting up. Guarantee it.
Dougie for president.
That ain't gonna happen.
Dougie for president. Hey, I can be your vice president. I can be your running mate.
Hey, I tried to get you to run out there in Hollywood,
Yeah, right.
but love my country, but I don't trust my government. Dave, you're right.
I agree with you, Dave.
About the only person I trust up there is Trump right now. The rest of them, they see a dollar sign and they'll go whatever way they want.
There you go, Jennifer. Doug West, 2020. There you go. See?
Hey, that's the eyesight, right? Told my story yesterday. Yeah. You did, BBF. Hey, Laura. Trump's a good man. He is. But I mean, a lot of things have changed. I mean, a lot of people also think that the terrorists won for taking away our freedoms. I don't look at it that way.
You see what Jay-Z 27? You two look good together.
Why, thank you, Jay-Z. Actually, quite a few other people said that before, but
That's funny.
complexion looks so much better today. Are you feeling better? Mary, I haven't been to bed yet.
No sleep. That's not because of me either now.
No, I just couldn't sleep last night. I've been up since yesterday. I got 3 stories about 9/11. Well, you want to come up here, Thomas?
Oh, look. You guys would have cute babies.
Oh, God.
My baby days are over with.
I would introduce you to one of them, but you would never forgive me. She has good energy, Doug. We'll keep. Well,
Doug, we
You
could help
both.
talk of a date and see maybe friendship. Hey, if we wanted to go down that avenue, we would have went down that avenue
a long time ago. That is true.
Oh, now we have other people's. We actually look cute together.
But yeah. So, Thomas, where'd you go? You said you had 3 stories. You want to come up here?
Doug is blushing.
Nah, I ain't. That's my blood pressure. That's what happens when you drink coffee.
Doug is blushing. Let me see, Doug.
I'm not blushing.
You're blushing.
No, I'm not.
I look like I have a lot of glare. Do I have glare?
Nah, it's light bouncing off of this. You're glowing.
I'm glowing. Ah.
There's the link, Thomas.
No, Mary, I'm not married. Divorced.
What's up, Doug?
How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Hanging in there.
Hi. How you doing?
Hey,
This is Ollie.
hi.
Hey, Ali. Nice to meet you.
You too. Likewise.
So, I actually come from Long Island. Actually, my mom was actually dating someone who was doing the cleanup at Ground Zero. He actually would stay about 5 to 6 months at a time. Not 5 to 6 months, but like 3 to 6 months. He was working there, and he had a lot of stories about. He found actually his best friend underneath the rubble with only pieces of like his body. He said that the Americans definitely came together. They even used to cook food for them all the time, but he got sick from it. He actually got some kind of lung thing or something like that.
That's because they're eating
Unfortunately,
around Ground Zero.
yeah, it's very unfortunate because what happened is that there was too many people there, and then he said after a while they actually canceled his health insurance after a while because he kept on going to doctors for his lungs and everything. So I believe he passed away a couple of years ago, and that was related to the illness. He found about 55 bodies, but he said it was just up to a point where after that, you wouldn't be the same anymore. So it's pretty sad stuff. I even have a client that's actually a plumber where he was in the basement at the time when the plane hit. He walked out, and then he saw a plane underneath and he heard a huge roar. And the plane hit right above him when he was walking out of the basement. And he heard everything, and he said the smell was just one of the most disgusting smells you can ever.
You'll never smell anything like it again.
No, he said there was papers everywhere. He went back in for his brother, but unfortunately his brother did not make it because he was actually I think he was a couple of floors away. And unfortunately they never found him. So they're never going to find half of them because they were all vaporized.
Yeah.
Yeah, very sad stuff. And pretty much he got the same thing. He got the stick. Medical bills got canceled after a while. Not that I'm not into some kind of conspiracy or stuff like that, but he said that he heard a boom after the plane hit. And he thinks that something was definitely done besides a plane. And I know that we talked about this, Doug, but as far as like with the plane melting, not enough. He said it would have just welted certain things, but that's really it. But he said he did hear something in the basement. It was probably a couple of floors, and he says people were just running out on fire and just a complete mess.
I know day 2, that's when we got there, starting to bring stuff in and taking stuff back out.
Yeah.
We took a lot of steel girders to Andrews Air Force Base for them to be tested and whatnot. And some of those beams have gone to memorials all over the country. But they claim it was just how the fuel burned. I mean, with the other materials is what did it.
He claimed that actually the jet fuel was actually, if you listen to some of the documentaries, which I'm not going to lie, probably some of it, most of the firefighters are going to tell the truth, but I'm pretty sure they're like, don't say 100% of what you saw and stuff like that. But there was actually jet fuel coming down into the actual escalators. And he said that is indeed true because that's how people got burnt.
Yeah.
Because when the plane hit.
It burns hot, very hot.
Yeah. The 2,000 degrees.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely insane. And he was actually, and one of my friends actually at the time were actually supposed to go on a flight. That flight that hit the Pentagon, he was supposed to go on that, but he missed it by 10 minutes.
And people don't know why I don't fly.
Yeah. Yeah. And he said, unfortunately, the pilot was his best friend's father. And they said it's still very strange because there's not a lot of plane parts left from when the Pentagon got hit. And his
Wow.
mom still seems to believe that he did not crash that plane. She thinks it crashed like yards or maybe even miles ago, maybe before the Pentagon even hit. Because if you see the security cameras, it doesn't really show a plane. And she even said, "There's no way my husband ever, you know, if he didn't survive, obviously, but something just wasn't right with that picture." So, and plus, they don't want to show her what really happened because some families want to know what happened to them. And
we took a lot of plane pieces out of there.
Yep. And you don't even hear about it really that much anymore. So it's like, it's very strange because normally when something happens like TWA, I'm sure you remember that, Doug, that was the biggest cover up in history.
TWA, yeah.
My stepdad was actually working out there, and at night, his friends camped out over there by Jones Beach, and he actually saw something in the sky just go like this, and the piece of the plane just crumbled like in half, as if you were cutting a sandwich, and everybody just went down. And he said, the government basically said, "Please shut up." And the thing's actually not even 25, 30 minutes away from me. The actual, the hanging site where they basically keep everything, about 25, 30 minutes away. And if you ever go there, there's always a sniper guy like waiting for you, pretty much. Me and my friend actually drove over there, and the guy goes, "Don't make me shoot you." And we're like, "Why? What is this?" And he said, TWA. I'm like, we look at each other, we're like, "Oh boy." So we got the hell out of there as fast as we can. We got a ticket, but other than that, a $550 ticket.
Yeah, chump change, right?
Yeah, complete chump change, let me tell you. But we almost got in so much trouble because of that. But it's sad though, because like they just don't want to tell the truth, and it's quite obvious. Everybody knows that.
Hey, a lot of things could have happened. Mine does play tricks with it.
Yeah, Mom's play tricks with it, right? So the third story is, not to keep you guys, basically with me, but I went to school with a kid. He actually lost both of his parents in those towers, his mom and his dad. And he was slow, like, he had sorter, and he comes up to me and he goes, "Mom and Dad are not coming home." I says, "What do you mean they're not coming home?" He goes, "My mom and dad are gone." And unfortunately, that was it. He lost them both in the same exact thing. Apparently, they found them together, stuck together, like, from being like burnt. They died together on the way down when the things went down. So it was really sad. It really was.
Yeah.
It's quite terrible too, because like I said, LaGuardia, right where they took off, that's not even a few minutes away from it, like an hour maybe.
Yeah. Not even.
And people are just like, "How did you not know?" Well, you can't tell if someone's crazy or not. I mean, sometimes you can, obviously, especially today, but you do anything.
The thing that gets me is how he got trained to fly anyway.
Well, here's the crazy thing. If you go so we have a training facility about 20, 25 minutes away, MacArthur Airport. You can actually, back 20 years ago or so, you'd actually be able to say, "I only want to learn how to fly a plane straight and take off." Now you can't do that. You'll get warned by the FBI, and then before you know it, you'll have basically a weapon shoved up your asshole. So that's pretty much the way it would, pretty much go. But yeah, he got away with it, and he got 30, I think it's like 40-something thousand. And apparently his family disappeared after they got like 15. I think I heard about a couple of $1 million, that each family got quite a bit of $1 million. So.
Unreal.
Yep. And I hate to say it, but hopefully it won't happen again. But history repeats itself. So, unfortunately.
That's a sad thing.
You're right. It does. It repeats itself.
Yeah. But do I think it happened for real? Yes. Do I think that it was terrorist? No, personally. Because you know how the Bushes are. They're billionaires. So, I hate to say it, but I think that they obviously knew about it. It's no joke. 1993. Look what happened. Was it going to happen again?
Nah. So you think Bush was in on it, huh?
Well, if you think about it, now, have you heard that there was billions of dollars missing from the Pentagon, and then also from the The safes actually in the trade towers, everything was emptied, gone.
I heard that there was items missing out of the basement that
Right.
had some type of locked vault.
That's correct. That's the one I'm talking about.
That I heard. My uncle was at the Pentagon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In fact, he was at the time security. He was on the other end.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, what did he say as far as with everything? Did he even say it was
He
weird?
never said nothing. He seen me 3 times. Seen me 3 times when I went up there to pick things up.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and didn't say a word.
Did
He
you think
died.
it looked like a plane or no?
Yeah, nothing did. I mean, when he passed away, everything that he knew passed with him.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I just can't imagine ever being, I don't know, just wondering what the hell happened. And I could just only imagine like being stuck and you had no choice but to jump. I mean, it's either be burned alive or an instant death. So it's like, I don't know.
And I think it'd be closer to an instant death coming out of the sky like that.
Well, you'd be dead even before you even hit the thing. So I think you'd run out of oxygen probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my story. I was in 5th or 6th grade maybe, and I didn't know what they were actually, which was quite funny because I've been living here like half my life. So my teacher's like, "You never heard of it?" And her son actually got stuck in the subway underneath the tower, like where those subways were.
Yeah.
So he got trapped, and there was all kinds of dust and everything else.
Everything pretty much shut down.
Oh yeah. I think he was stuck there for like 3 days probably.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just quite crazy what's going on now. And I feel like it's just an ongoing domino effect with everything.
Well, I mean, it's been 18 years. Things seem like they've settled back down.
All of a sudden.
And all of a sudden, what was it? One of the U.S. embassies got hit the other day.
Yep. It's quite something. It really is.
They're just not going to let it die down.
Oh yeah.
They're going to try to keep us, how should I put it, scared of our own shadow. That ain't going to happen.
Let me tell you something. It's your time to go. It's your time to go.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it. Your time to go. Goodbye. See you later. But, you know, there's people who actually sit in their house and literally do nothing. I have actually a neighbor that actually does that. Doesn't do anything. He just sleeps all day, doesn't come out, has Peapod delivered to him. So there's people that just don't go out. Very weird.
This, Chris, this is my hidden wife.
Surprise!
No, this is
We've been married for what, 33 years, Doug?
Yeah, something like that.
Always knew Dougie had another wife somewhere. No, I'm just kidding.
Anyway, yeah. No, this is Ollie. She's been a real good friend of mine for 30 some odd years. She's helping
Where do you live? Where are you from?
I'm from South Carolina.
South Carolina? Okay.
Yeah, I currently live in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I'm up in Tennessee working right now.
I love Tennessee. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, but I'm from South Carolina. This is my home.
Okay.
I tried
Have
to
you
get
been in New York or?
One more time?
Have you been in New York?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I came and worked in New York for about, I don't know, probably about 3 months. I used
Much
to work.
different life.
Yeah, my previous life. But we bought out a drug chain, Genovese Drugs, and changed them to Eckerd Drugs. And so I was up in the New York City area like way before 9/11 ever happened. Matter of fact,
wow.
I've got a picture of me standing on the top of one of the World Trade Centers with the other World Trade Center behind me in the background. And when I went to the World Trade Centers that day to take a tour, I took a picture looking straight up. And then when I got to the top of them, I've got a picture of me holding my camera over, and the coolest pictures ever. I will never ever.
Incredible.
Yeah.
My stepdad actually went all the way on the top, and his friend actually popped a cigarette out because he was so nervous. And then all of a sudden security comes up. They're like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I don't give a shit. Just arrest me. I'm so afraid of heights," because it was like glass on the top. So when you look on the bottom, you're like,
Right.
"Oh."
Exactly.
So
Glass on barbed wire, because I guess people would like to go up there and try to jump. So I remember barbed wire being like around it too.
why would you do that? I have no friggin' clue why.
Exactly.
The new tower, I really don't think they should have done anything. I think the memorial thing's pretty cool, but I think some people are not really happy with it because they think it's like, basically showing off a bunch of things. But this generation with the history and everything, my ex-girlfriend's dad's cousin actually saved almost 50 people that day and actually ended up taking his own life because he saved, he didn't make it in time. So, but he's on the wall. But yeah, people are not happy with it. And there's always people protesting. There's all kinds of stuff going on down there. I don't even go down there anymore because it's just so weird. And you get
the picture of the new tower.
The
That's
Freedom,
it.
I think it's called the Freedom Tower. I think that's what it's
Yep.
called.
Yep.
The Tower of Light. I haven't seen it yet, but I would love to come up there and take a look at it.
No, it just don't look quite right.
Yeah, it don't look quite right. But you know what though? They shouldn't have built anything, period. They said it's for basically new jobs and all these other things. But personally, I don't think anything should have been built over there besides, like I said, the history thing I think is pretty cool, but
Maybe a
families
garden.
are not going to dig it. They're not.
Maybe a reflecting pool, a
The
garden.
reflecting pool's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have it.
Wishing well, something like that.
You get the chills going down there, I'm telling you.
Oh, I bet. I can only imagine.
I haven't been back there since those 4 trips that I haven't even crossed the bridge since then.
Yeah. Yeah, I could just only imagine though, you'd probably think like, what the hell's going on? And then all of a sudden you see a second plane hit, then you're like, okay, I get it now. We're under attack.
Yeah, I chose not to pull up any of those pictures and show them, but it's hard enough to think about it.
Yeah, I just don't understand why. I don't know. And then after that, I think history just repeated itself with this whole racist thing and people basically redoing the 60s now and the 70s. My grandparents always used to tell me all the time that the 60s and the 70s are very similar to what they are now.
What did I tell you about the Farmer's Almanac?
Yeah, I finally got it.
Everything runs in cycles, right?
Goes in cycles.
So do we.
It's just, yeah, exactly. And fortunately, it's life. And that's really it. I mean, like I said, when it's your time to go, it's your time to go.
That's it.
How you guys doing tonight? How's the weather?
Weather's been good.
It's been great.
About 78 here.
Oh, it's still in the 90s, but the evenings are a lot cooler.
Hey, Doug.
Yeah.
I got to leave you, old buddy, old pal.
All right.
Hey, it was nice talking to you. Nice meeting you
Nice
guys.
talking to you, too. Pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, I'll see you again.
See you soon.
I will see you tomorrow.
All right.
Good night, y'all.
All right.
So we're going to be promoting YouTube channels, or?
Not tonight. It's mainly about 9/11.
Yep.
It snuck up on me.
So just to do something real quick as far as with everybody in the room, it's actually not something to actually do with YouTube, but I just want to share it with me. Doug, I'm sure you're not going to mind. I'm actually going to be starting a business in Somerville, actually, within the next few weeks or so. I'm not sure if anybody here is from the Carolinas. I actually have my own Verizon store. I'm going to be doing, as you guys saw yesterday, the new iPhone got announced, 3 of them. I'm actually starting up a program that's actually going to be helping people who can't afford their phone bill, but they'll be able to get a new iPhone up to the iPhone 7 Plus. It's going to be a great event. I'll see what I could do for you. If you guys are paying too much for Verizon, which I actually own a store, give me a shout and we'll see what we could do for you. And I'm going to be doing actually a YouTube channel for also reviews as well for phones. I'll be doing giveaways. Like I said, it's not a business I'm going to be doing on YouTube because YouTube, you have to be so consistent. If you don't, you starve. So I wanted to do it at one point when I was younger, but it didn't seem to work out. But yeah, come on down. I'll send the website as soon as it's done, the address, and just let me know if you're from here or whatever, and we'll definitely do something about it.
Okay. We'll definitely do it.
Yep. And what are you doing tonight, Doug? What's new with you? How's the doctors and stuff?
Well, they took 6 tubes of blood out of me Monday, so I'm still recouping
crap.
from that. Let's see, blood eggs. Hello, Doug. Let's see. Somebody asked something about Bridget, and I blew past it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
My friend took a picture with them today, I think, actually.
Oh, they're both out of town?
Yeah, he took a picture. I believe he took a picture with him. I think they were Joe's Pizzas, something like that.
In New York?
Yes.
Good. He finally took her somewhere other than letting her sit home.
He said they were both very nice, very humble. He said it was pretty funny, though, because he said something out loud. It was pretty funny. And then he goes, "What the hell?" And then he looks behind my friend saying, "Call him pinwheel eating bitch" or something. I don't even know what he said.
Ain't no telling with him. There ain't no telling, seriously.
But he said your daughter was very nice and whatnot.
She usually is until you piss her off.
Yeah.
Hey, James, how's it going? Word on terror? Never forgotten. That's right. Well, see, that's the thing. They actually think by hitting something like a U.S. embassy and it puts everything on high alert, it really don't affect us here.
It was basically an April Fool's thing, like saying, "Hey, we just did this
That's
on
it.
9/10."
That's it. So,
But I'm not into politics, to be perfectly honest with you. I think you should, you make your own life. You
I
want to
try
have
to
money.
avoid politics.
Yep. You have your own money. You have your own money. You want to be a millionaire, you do it yourself. You don't rely on a public figure because that's basically the way it is.
Right.
You make your own life. You want a house? Go get the house. If you want to go get a job? Go get a job. You want to do better in it? Absolutely.
I want to live by a tent and see snow. That's what I want. So if I disappear from this, now you know where I went.
Uh-oh.
Got to figure out which river and where it snows year round.
You going to be going away to St. Louis or?
I don't know what's going on with that. It seems like she has dropped out of existence now.
Are you, whatever happened with Debbie, by the way, because I don't really follow
With who?
her or, has she talking to you or anything?
No. No.
Oh, well.
So just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Let's say a prayer for all the emergency people and lost loved ones. How about we put up the prayers and have a moment of silence?
Pop open a Budweiser and save a prayer. It's the American way.
All the ones that perished in the Twin Towers, Pentagon, and over there in Pennsylvania.
That was bad.
Field. Come on, guys, fill up that chat with little emojis.
Did you watch that Panthers game?
Mm-mm.
Oh, God. So close.
No, I didn't watch no games. Actually, I really haven't been feeling that well last couple of
Like they
days.
took all the blood.
They took a lot of damn blood. A lot
Sucks.
more than what they usually do.
So are you a type 1 or type 2 diabetic?
I'm type 1 now. I used to be type 2.
Holy shit, that sucks.
Yeah.
Is it on your family?
Do I know?
Does it run in your family?
Yeah, sure does. Derek Anderson Vlogs. How's it going?
This is actually pretty easy to use this on a mobile because I'm actually using a phone right now. So this works actually pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you got perfect clear.
Okay.
What do you have for dinner tonight? Anything good?
I had pulled pork barbecue.
Oh, I love pulled pork.
Yeah.
Put it in the crock pot, and you put barbecue sauce.
Stove. Actually, it came out of a can, believe it or not, which was interesting. Never had it that
Oh,
way before, but it
that
was
sounds
real.
interesting.
Just got to trim the fat away.
Where'd you buy it from?
I didn't buy it. Debbie gave it to me.
As a
So
final remembrance of Debbie, you will have this pulled pork.
actually, she gave me 12 cans of it. Oh my God. Snowflakes.
Didn't feel like crap after.
No, it's actually real good. She can't eat it. That's the reason she gave it to me. This is when we were on good terms. Um, it's processed, and she
Oh,
can't eat
okay.
none of that.
I understand now. Okay. I've never seen it before. I've seen Spam and all that other stuff. I can't
Yeah,
even look
anything
at
like
that.
that she can't eat. I think
Never had Spam.
you better. Ah, cool.
Well, what's one food you don't like? Food that you hate the most?
Cabbage.
Ugh. When they put it with corned beef, I just won't even. It's just weird.
I walked the other way. Data guy, Chris. Hello. Chris. The bald guy is annoying. I'll be back. Sorry, Doug. Well,
Me?
I get. Well, I'm not the bald one.
I'm
Yeah.
almost.
Hey, Chris, he ain't bald. But
Don't be a
yeah,
troll.
as far as 9/11 goes, they changed a lot of things, and things are still changing.
Oh yeah.
Me, it hit hard because I was in the security industry
Yeah.
and moving from state to state. So I mean, things really messed with us a lot, and we had to deal with a lot of changes real quick.
Yeah.
Hello, Virginia Redbone. How's it going?
Yeah. Well, even if you fly now, it's still the worst. I mean, they have those passes and stuff like that, but it's hell. Yeah,
From what
people
I
get.
read, from what I read today, uh, a pilot can be issued a license after he passes a test to
What?
carry a loaded weapon with him. Oh, I'm sorry. Not going to jump out of a perfectly good airplane, and I'm not going to allow somebody to drive my ass anywhere holding a gun. So,
Yeah, I mean, I know a few people that went to aviation school. They said it's great, fantastic, but believe it or not, they've actually said that some of their instructors used to actually tell them, "Oh yeah, I used to go on planes like half in the bag," or I would go, you know, days with just not sleep and stuff like that. I'm like, holy crap! I can only imagine.
well, I went days without sleeping
Really?
when I was on the road. Yeah,
Did you ever sleep in the back or?
I had a sleeper, but that don't mean I used it. I
Wow.
used to make California in 3 days. 3 days flying
Wow.
the East Coast.
I'm
So, I mean,
eventually going to do that with a couple of people, I think.
I ran circles around teams.
That's insane. Did you get that video, that drifting video with that truck?
Yeah, that's up there in Canada.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, those guys, they know how to have fun with trucks.
Yeah. I used to watch Ice Trackers and shit. Oh my God, I'd be shitting thunder doing that.
What's the status on Josh? Josh, what's going on? 50-50 chance of what? Josh has been in and out the hospital, different things.
Feel better, Josh. Just keep going, man.
I mean, his heart's been giving him problems, and cancer.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
What kind of cancer?
Not sure. Josh, you still in here? Can we say a prayer for everyone for Josh? Put them prayer emojis up,
Put
guys.
some prayers up, guys. You got mine.
He must be in surgery. As Laura says, Dana said there's a 50-50 chance Josh will survive.
Yeah, I mean, just, like I said, my grandfather actually died a year before AGP when he had first he had cancer, beat it, and this was liver cancer. He got crystals that actually shrunk the tumor. He beat it. Then it became cirrhosis, and he had hepatitis C at the same time. Yeah, that disease it's such a horrible disease, and watching somebody literally shrink like that is just the worst. Really, it was one of the most worst things I've ever seen in my life.
It really is. After watching AGP pass away like he did, his liver swelled up. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It pretty much made him have a huge stomach. Everybody thought he was just overweight.
Right.
Yeah, no, that was his liver.
It was so sad to watch. But
No cure.
before my grandfather died, he actually shook hands with all 18 family members, which I thought was great. And then he gave the nurse the finger, and then after that, he passed. I guess it was a way to go.
James Brown, you telling me he's got bone cancer?
Oh my God, my hair's going.
Yep.
Doug, did your father have hair like you do, or
I'm different from everybody in my family. I was a milkman.
you got so much hair, dude? I'm like, what am I doing with my life? Look at my hair.
I was a milkman's kid.
I wanted to get those hair transplants, but I think it looks
He had
stupid.
lung cancer and bone cancer.
Jesus Christ, man. That's
The lung cancer's leukemia. They can do chemo with, but the bone cancer that takes a bone marrow transplant.
Yep, and I could kill the person who's donating, but
Yeah,
that sucks, man.
but they got to match it up almost perfect, and that's hard to do.
That's still like, I can only imagine going to bed at night just wondering, like, oh my God, is this going to be like it?
Lung and bone cancer.
I just lost a friend actually 2 years ago from cancer. He's only 30 years old, esophageal cancer. Horrible to watch.
Well, I've seen quite a few of my friends die from it.
It's just, I don't understand.
Two of them died from lung cancer and never smoked a day in their life.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I've heard of that, and I even heard of men having breast cancer, even though it's like rare, but it kills. It's just crazy. You don't smoke, and someone who's smoking is just
That's where they claim that secondhand smoke bullshit. No, that's not what it is. You can get cancer, period, just from processed food, the crap that they put in our food.
oh yeah, oh yeah. But I tell
And
you now, I know people who are vegan. I know people who are vegetarian, and I'm telling you now, I know someone who's a vegan. They had a heart attack anyway. It's genetic, most of it. But also, I think vegan food is, I'm not going to say everything's been good for you, but if you read the back of the package, some of the shit, you're just like, what the hell is half of this?
yeah,
And my
yeah,
aunt actually
only
was a
rich
vegetarian.
people survive, light on cancer, as high to afford.
Oh,
Paying.
so
Yeah.
expensive.
Uncle died from brain cancer, Jennifer. I'm sorry to hear that.
What happened?
Her uncle died of brain cancer.
That's terrible. And you're surprised 2019, we should have more. I mean, I'm sure there's cures out there, but I think it costs millions to even get that.
Somebody was saying there's some type of berry or something that you can eat. Doctor
Mhm.
said you can do this.
Can't have it.
I think he'll beat it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he will. And we're going to be praying for him.
Stony Brook University, actually, I live about 20 minutes away from there. I'm sure you've heard of them. They actually designed 3 little robots that actually inject into your bloodstream, and they actually eat away at the cancer tumor or like the cells. Apparently, it's not quite there yet. It's still another 5 years to go, but apparently, so far, it's been positive. So I don't know yet. But I don't see it. I mean, medicine's so goddamn expensive as it is. So
Well, I was on 2 different medications when I had insurance. One of them was $4,000 for a 30-day supply. Another one was $7,000 for a 30-day supply.
yeah,
I don't know how anybody can afford it.
to be perfectly honest with you, it's the almighty dollar. That's pretty much what it is. I was on antidepressant for a while, Sertraline, which is not even a huge thing. It's like an edge off or whatever. It's when I had insurance, which I do now, because business insurance, if you have your own business with health insurance, you're fucked royally.
I know it.
Yeah. I think the medicine, when I was on insurance, about $6 a month for a 30-day supply. It's $130 something if you're not even on it. But now I use telemedicine, which saves me time and everything else. Telemedicine's like the best thing. I love it. So, and it saves me money. So instead of spending, let's say, $100 at the doctor, I pay like $25.
Yeah. That's all I used to pay for my meds.
Wow. How many medicines you take right now?
Right now, 8. I only pay for 3 of them.
Holy shit.
I'm lucky.
That's probably half your check a month.
Actually, my medicine comes to less than $100, but they had to do a lot of playing around with my meds. If you're not rich, you get sick. Thomas, you disappeared on me.
Yeah, sorry, I ran to the bar and came back. Just kidding.
Ah. Yeah,
But
cancer suck.
what's up?
The thing is, cancer ain't something new. They're
No.
finding out that back in the King Tut days,
Mm-hmm.
it was at Cleopatra,
Yep.
breast cancer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just quite crazy how over hundreds of years, thousands of years, I would say. I'm sure there's cures somewhere, but I don't think
You're welcome,
unless,
Dana.
unless you have millions or even billions, it ain't gonna happen. I mean, there's stem cell things now, which I think is fantastic. It's been working for bones and sicknesses here and there, but other than that, regenerating tissue. I'm sure they'll come out with something though eventually for cancer.
Well, I'm sure they will. I mean, when was the last time you heard somebody from Congress dying of cancer?
Never. There you go.
I think there's been 3, and that's
Mhm.
it. The rest of them, they'll get sick for a little while, and they'll come back stronger than ever.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
crazy.
That's why I always tell people, never know when's your last day.
Yep.
I have people come to my store all the time saying, "Oh, I'd like to give you 5,000 for a bunch of phones." Why you? Well, I tell them that's fine and all. After they're done making the purchase, I said, "Well, can't you use that for vacation or bills?" "Oh, I don't need to worry about that." Meanwhile, I knew someone that was actually living in in a camper where they used to work just to save a bunch of money each month. It's one of the most craziest things I've ever heard. He dropped $5,000 for a couple of phones, but yet he lives in a camper. Doesn't make sense.
No.
But people do it. They don't care. So,
No, I don't.
did you have a house at all with your ex as far as with everything when you were working?
No.
No.
I gave it to her. Simplest thing for when me and it split up was for me to sign it over to her and leave the state. And that was the best thing for both of us.
That's when it gets nasty.
Well, I mean, hell, it's a trailer.
Oh,
It was
okay.
$38,000 when we bought it for 62.
$8,000?
Yeah, it was
Fuck.
worth 32. It was worth 32 or $38,000 when we bought it. The loan and everything was 62,000. She wanted it, so we signed it. And Bridget and Michael just paid $17,000 to redo the bathroom, the master bathroom. The whole thing ain't even worth that. We just got her a new trailer.
Man, I've seen some trailers down there. Like when I was down there, they're actually nice. Some of them look like they're like there was a couple of them that were like, I don't know, they actually look pretty nice in my opinion. Just during storms, I don't think they will be, but
Oh no, they're nice. They're built just like homes, but I can't see putting $17,000 in a bathroom.
that's almost a down payment for a simple ranch house or something like that.
Exactly. But that's them.
Was AGP's house considered a mobile home or?
Yeah,
It was? Okay. It looks like a regular house.
it was bricked up. But yeah, it's a mobile home.
Looked really nice. Especially the backyard. He had a lot of property.
All they got to do to a mobile home down here, I don't know how it is in different places. Once you break it up and take the wheels out from under it and cut the tongue off, it's considered a modular home.
Okay.
It can't be moved.
That's nuts.
If I had to file bankruptcy from a broke leg to pay the hospital bills, ooh,
Chapter 7 or chapter 13?
I think I would have had to tell a damn hospital to kiss my ass.
Yep.
Nothing I got worse than lying to me about a terminal illness when I had a mother
What?
friend died to so unforgivable. Wow.
That's fucking crazy, man.
That is crazy, and I can't move it on that one. Wow, Mary. Really nothing I hate worse than finding someone lying to me about a terminal illness. I had a mother and friend die. Terminal illness. Had a mother and friend die. It's so unforgivable.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, I had a employee actually lie about his mom and dad dying. Then we looked in the obituary and called around to funeral homes to start sending flowers. Never happened. I called up. She picks up the phone. I'm like, "Are you kidding me? You couldn't just tell me the truth?" Like, people do it.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Fortunately, I
did.
had to fire him, but I didn't want to. But
One of them things. Tomorrow, I've got to go deal with probate. Lucky me.
probate.
Yep, probate court
That's going to be fun.
all day long. I can't wait. Woohoo!
I've only been to court for like tickets and stuff, and it's honestly, I'm not sure how it's done in South Carolina, but you have to go to like 2 different rooms. You get treated like a criminal. You basically go in front of like a desk, basically give them the proof, then you go to the judge. I can only imagine what you have to do. It's the worst. It really is.
We've got to petition the court in order to go any further. We got the will, but the will is not the original. So we got to petition the court to get them to take the copy of the will as the original.
Okay.
Then we can deal with everything else. But we just got to file it tomorrow, which is an all-day thing.
Is this for the estate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that I can finally figure out if I'm going to keep it or sell it.
If I were you, I mean, honestly, depends on how much money's left on the house. I mean, but if you want to stay there, I mean, you know, if you feel like the house was too big.
93,000 is what's left on it.
93,000 left on it.
$100 a month. So
So what do you think you're going to do, you think? Still thinking, or?
that was interesting.
Right.
Better not touch the red and the green wire together no more.
What's that mean?
I cut that microphone off from these headphones because it was going through it. And I touched the 2 wires together and we disappeared for a second.
But I honestly think though it'd be important to definitely next month. Actually, did you do it already twice a month so far as YouTube
what?
promoting channels?
That's what we were supposed to do tonight, but since it was 9/11, I felt a little bit that we needed to go this way. We must probably do that tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Actually, I know, you know, quite a few. It's a completely different world now. People, I hate to say it, but yeah, digital is a fantastic way to make money. That's actually how I started as far as with it. I actually had an eBay business where I used to fix PlayStation portables. I'm sure everybody in the room knows that. PSPs, and I made like $1,300 a week sometimes if I was doing really good. As long as you use the computer wise, you can make a lot of money. And I think promoting YouTube's, I think is, I think it's a good way, and people can make money. And you know, you could probably do it on the side with, you know, disability. I'm not saying that you can, but you know, like disability and stuff like that. I'm sure you can make the extra money on that with a Google check.
Well, just without the Google, the without the super chat, that and the PayPal, I normally make right around $350 to $400 a month.
That's not too bad.
No,
It's actually nice extra. Yeah.
and that's just the money from YouTube. From the
Well, here's the
videos.
beauty of it, as far as with YouTube. So YouTube is basically owned by Google, which basically they make their own.
Oops, I didn't do that. I mean,
Sorry about that, internet.
sucks, don't it?
Hate it. But what's pretty cool with YouTube is that now I'm actually going to be doing a poster where, like, let's say if you have a YouTube channel, people are actually buying Google Pixel phones, which actually I'm using now.
Yeah.
They actually give you free YouTube Premium for like 6 months and stuff like that. And people are actually using phones to actually promote YouTube. And I think that's actually really good because, like I said, you can make a lot of money doing it. But at the same time, you got to be very dedicated to it or find a decent subject, or because personal vlogs now they're not out of style, but you need to have like a good base with you, I guess you could say, like another character or something like that. I mean, there's people like, I'm sure you've heard Lamar Wilson. I'm sure some people have heard of him. Well, he's like a 50-something-year-old man. He does reviews on video games and technology and stuff. And he used to be a full-time school teacher.
Never
Why
heard
he
of
quit
it.
that? Who the hell knows? But I think he made $350K last year.
Yeah, I'm not into it for the money.
Yeah.
I'm not.
But now people could tell between BS and,
Yeah.
hey, let's do this. Because I hate to say it, but YouTube is that way. I don't like a lot of a lot of stuff now. Everything's just very, I don't know. You can tell it's fake. You really
Yeah.
can.
Oh yeah, we can definitely tell some stuff's been faked lately.
Oh hell yeah.
But we're not going to get into that.
Yeah. Well, I'll see stuff getting thrown.
James, what's going on with your Twitter, man? You having problems?
All right, brother, man. I'm gonna get going. I gotta go wake up, get a haircut in the morning. Obviously, look at this, whatever I have left, and
some fertilizer on that stuff.
actually, no, I have an idea. I'll pay you for your hair, and I'll glue it right here.
Nah, just put some fertilizer on it. It'd be all right.
Hey, Doug, I actually did it. Oh, okay. Anyway, I'll talk to you tomorrow, Doug.
All right, Thomas.
Take care, brother.
Well, let's see here. Hey, Randy, Haley. Yes, I have Twitter. Chris, $10 from Chris. Doug, I got your back, brother. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Laura, you going? Sorry, I hear the Amy prayer. Amy, I seen something. Hold on for a second. I didn't mean to sit there and just talk my head off, but this is how things went. Just spending time with your dad as much as you can, because you never know. Maybe tomorrow or months. I didn't know either. Yeah. Twitter's not doing. What was my reaction to 9/11? Noah? I woke up out of a dead sleep watching it on regular TV inside of a truck. Had about 2 hours of sleep, and our Qualcomm started going crazy. I couldn't believe my eyes. I thought I was watching a Die Hard movie at first, but they ordered us to the bases to until things got straightened out, and then they started dispatching us. And a bunch of us went up there. It's my Twitter name. You can add me. Mary, I'd be willing to bet a lot of us cried during 9/11. I know when I got there, we were about 5 blocks away. That's the closest our trucks could get because we weren't picking up, we were delivering. And they had us set up to where we just dropped the whole trailer and they hooked up to it and drug it in. But when we come back to pick up the girders and stuff, we went right to ground zero. That was like, I don't know, 3 months later. Good man. That guy, Chris. That guy, Chris, got a channel. Can anybody check and see if he's got a channel? Knew it would happen. I pray for all the souls. It was so bad, America. Well, we walk around. I mean, they say that we got the best military. They say we got the best this, the best that. And everything that we do overseas as a small police action that turns into a conflict. Conflict turns into a secret war. And the next thing you know, the news has got hold of it. Okay. Where they made the biggest mistake with the Gulf War, uh, Desert Shield, Desert Storm, they should have never have let the news crews in there like they did. That was their biggest downfall. I mean, everything they did over there was under scrutiny, and we still don't know the truth about all of it. A lot of people still think that there's a conspiracy about 9/11. The truth will never be totally told. I'm like that too. I don't trust anything on the news because each one's going to tell you a different story about the same subject. Things will work out tomorrow. Keep the faith. I ain't worried about it. Everything will be all right. America armed these groups. That's possible. I mean, if you go to Fox News, they're going to be going for this, for I guess, for Trump. You go to CNN, they're going against Trump. I mean, it's cut and dry. That's just how it's going to be. That the truth? Mary lie about the crazy shit too? Uh-oh. What's going on, Haley? What's going on, Mary? Yeah, I stopped watching the news and that a long time ago. We're talking about 9/11. Yeah, we are. Desert Storm was air and tank war, ground troops. Yeah, it sure were. Too many lies were told about it. Honestly, I think if they would have kept the news out of it and just let those guys do what they're supposed to do, they would have had a lot less problems. That's what I believe. The news just got way too involved with everything going on overseas. I mean, one thing they said, we were over there looking for terrorists, but yet they found one of the largest deposits of lithium. Did y'all know about that? No, I do not have a P.O. box anymore. It's gone. Gone bye bye. I mean, there were so many different things that it went towards, but Bin Laden, he pretty much killed himself. When they found him, he was about dead on a kidney machine. Am I getting one? No. No time soon, anyway. I can't afford it. Yolanda, how's it going? Never cheat on me, she said, with a heart full of hate and a 357. Okay. You don't think he's dead? He's dead. I never talked about the third building that fell. Uh, what exactly did the World Trade Centers do? Anybody know what was in them? Anybody got an idea? It was office work, but what kind of office work? What did they do? Nobody knows that. That never came out, did it? They had something to do with financial. Part of Wall Street was in there, and they figured since the terrorists, they took it out because of that reason. They thought that they were going to crash our dollar when they took down the buildings. It didn't work the way they thought. Stocks, yeah, had a lot to do with Wall Street. Nah, there weren't no explosives down there. If there would have been, the residue would have been on everything that we got out of there. And we hauled a lot out of there. Besides, the jet fuel would have burned so hot, there would have been nothing left. Goldman Sachs, yeah, see? They were trying to ruin our economy when they took down them two buildings. Didn't work. Didn't even take a step back. 2 days later, it was up and running again. Oh, trust me, I've been checking out the situation. I've read a bunch today. Actually, I had the computer read it to me. I just kind of sat here in my headphones and listening to it all day. And somebody that was there after the fact, I don't believe there was conspiracy at all. Brandy Jones, you taking off? All right. Good night. I spent years. M4, you want to come up and talk about it? I don't believe that, Paul. It was a controlled demolition that blew up the buildings. No. There weren't no control about it at all. M4, why not? Not no, but hell no. You got timed out. M4, now it's yes. Okay. There you go, M4. They didn't come down by themselves. No, but when we picked up steel girders, we picked up over 100 loads out of there, the company I worked for, and went different places. But those girders, when you blast a building, it cuts the girders. These were not cut, they were bent, and it was bent from the heat, and they were twisted. Oh, okay. I got pictures of some of the girders. I will find those. All right, Jennifer, have yourself a good night. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I got pictures. A friend of mine posted a bunch of them on Facebook a while back. Him and his wife actually took them from where they were doing the testing on them to Washington State, I believe, where they're part of a monument out there. But I'll see if I can't find them, and how these things are bent and twisted, and you can see the heat. I've hauled explosives a lot in my life, and I've seen what they've done with it. I've never seen explosions do what this did to the metal. I've seen it cut through. I've seen it bent, but not bent, twisted, and burned. Yeah, guys, smash that like button. Been on here an hour and 21 minutes. 130 people in here. And how many likes we got? Only 87 likes? Come on, guys. You can do better than that. Termite, possibly. Oh, thermite. Possibly. No, thermite would have cut straight through. No, I mean, that thermite's nothing but potassium chloride. And a few other little household objects. $133. Really? That would be cool. Oh. I'm showing 97. Papa, what's up? Pie guy, you trying to be funny? What about the Oklahoma City bombing? Well, that was back when, 95, 94. And I mean, they found pieces and parts of the truck with the info in it. There weren't nothing to say about it, not to mention the 500-pound bomb that was in it, too. I mean, that was cut and dry. They knew about that way before the news did. 100 likes? Cool. Hello, Doug. What was your day like? My day's been kind of cool, just kind of sitting around the house and getting things done here. Tomorrow I got probate. Take care of that. Get things bouncing around here so I can decide what we're going to do with the house and everything else that's in Mom's name. They lion. Need to get gone. That's sick to lie about that. Uh-oh. Who are we talking about, Haley? Papa Payne, I'm a good man. Thank you. Josh Bacon. Oh. I don't know if he's actually sick or not, but it would be sad if he's trying to pull wool over people's eyes. I hope he's not. Probate's just the only thing that I needed to do with that was I had to get all the paperwork. I had to get my brother's death certificate, my sister's death certificate, my niece's death certificate, and a piece of paper signed by my other sister saying that she don't want nothing from the house. and then we can move forward. So Mary called the hospital. There was no Josh Bacon anywhere. That must have been when I was talking to Thomas. Wow. I guess somebody was right about that. Huh. I'll be damned. World Trade Center attacked twice, like 93, the bombing and destroyed in 2001. Yeah. Oh, you like my microphone, huh? It was a Christmas present. I mean, a birthday present last year. I also got a metal detector. Wonder who bought that for me. Any plans for the weekend? Could be going to Tennessee, maybe. Who knows? Yes, Haley. I sure am. That's what she said. Italian Stallion. Hello, Doug. What's going on? Mr. Isaac, me and him, and what? Few words. He said that he's coming off after me. Told him where to go. He's a piece of shit. Sorry, my language. I have heard that 550 is coming to get me. Ooh, I'm scared. That's all I got to say about 550. Well, maybe this if he gets up off the couch. Where's Fuzzy? Fuzzy! They talking about you. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. What is wrong with you? Oh. And there's Fuzzy. What are you doing? Oh, my precious little baby. She's getting so big. She didn't like Ollie. She didn't like anybody coming to the house tonight. She hissed at everybody. I was born the month of Waco. Ooh, Waco, that was another nasty one. Isaac is a coward. He hides behind the computer screen. Yeah, he does, unless he's got it set up to where he thinks that nothing's going to happen to him. If he's lying, he has no place as a mod, for sure. That is horrible. It is. And I'll take care of it as soon as I get off of here. Yeah, I know, Italian. I'm not worried. Not one bit. Not one bit. Just like a kid got a phone, said he was dying, come now. Yeah, that's bad. No, I haven't been here in about 6 or 7 months. Hello again, Doug. I don't remember you back then either, Chainson. But I can check and see when you were. Craig, you couldn't handle Fuzzy. You got a hard time cooking with your grill. She's precious until she breaks out her claws. Oh, Ollie, she is. We've been through a lot together. A whole lot. But, guys, I'm going to jump off here. Been on here an hour and 32 minutes. If you like the stream, please hit that like button. We'll try to get more stuff, a little bit more interesting here from time to time. Just lost my precious kitty the other day, suddenly, unexpectedly. She was only 5, and she was my best friend. Completely heartbroken. I can believe that. But, guys, I'm going to get off of here and take my butt to bed. Ollie's going to be back over here in the morning. We got to get down to the probate court kind of early, so. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for coming in. Much love to you. And we'll catch you on the next one.